Today marks the end of an era, and I know that sounds like a depressing thing to say at a wedding, but at the beginning of this era is a beautiful beginning new one. As the best friend of the beautiful bride Alejandra since 2009, and yes, we've known each other for that long, I have witnessed all of the eras and phases, including the extremely cringy ones. Today, I want to make a toast to my best friend. And don't worry, I see all of the fellow bridesmaids and other family members who would also like to make a toast, so I promise to keep my remarks short. Today, I really want to focus on the woman that I knew and the woman that's sitting in front of us all today. The woman, well, really the girl that I met in 2009, all the way back in Danville, California, was socially awkward, Justin Bieber obsessed, and honestly not someone I really saw myself being friends with. Anyone that knew us knew that initially we were not really friends, more on the frenemy level. But when you live about 100 feet away from someone and you're in the same elementary school class, you're kind of forced to become friends. And that's honestly exactly what happened from throughout all of elementary school. We basically became inseparable. Then we moved into middle school where we expanded our circle into a group of five, so for named the Fab Five. And then into high school when we kind of lost some of those other people, but we stayed together. Throughout those years, I learned so much about my best friend, and I honestly couldn't imagine my life without her. Moving on to the woman that sits in front of us today. So accomplished, so inspiring, and really someone that I could not see myself moving into the future without. I am so proud to be standing here as your best friend, as your bridesmaid, maid of honor, like to point out, and as someone who is so excited to see where life takes you. Before I get emotional, I just want to finish by saying I am so, so happy for this beautiful couple that's sitting in front of us. So happy and excited to be a part of this wedding, and really just excited to have some fun after this. So today, I made a toast to my best friend. I talked about kind of who we used to be back in Danville in the early 2000s. Well, we were born in the early 2000s, okay, the 2010s, we're not that old. And I'd like to point out that I was really gracious and left out some of the cringiest points, some cringy stories that I could have included. And I talked about the woman who's sitting in front of us today, who doesn't look like the Alejandra that I once knew, but is someone that I'm really excited to get to continue to know. Lastly, I just want to say congratulations and thank you everyone for being here to celebrate my best friend. Thank you.